Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sprints, my friends. Give me just a second. Let me let people know that we are sprinting. Let's see. Okay, how are we? What are we up to? Productivity sprints. I can spell productivity, I swear to God. Come on. There we go. Boom. All right. Welcome. Hello. How are we? What are we up to today? What is my lighting situation? I continue to struggle. It's like I feel like we're being washed out all over here, right? All that. Oh well. We'll see. We'll see. We have a few friends in the audience. Hello, everyone. Hi, Hillary. How are you? We've got a Tennille. How are you doing today, Tennille? And a Ro. Hello. What are we all up to? Please do chime in. And oh, hold on. We don't just have some friends in the audience. We also have Anil.
Hello.
I love that top.
Thanks. This top is part of the reason why I'm late, because I was trying to find what bra to wear with this.
Mine live on that bookshelf behind me because I cannot be bothered to put them back in the drawer when I know I would just need them again. So, hello, and how are you today?
I am doing well. How are you?
I have some beef with you. If you haven't read your YouTube comments,
I have not.
I did not expect to be called out before you even got to the freaking minute mark, ma'am.
What did I say?
Something about my TBR growing.
Oh, yeah. The TBR is becoming an expedition, yeah.
I was just like, I'm in this picture and I don't like it. Really quick, for our audience, or for our guests, would you like to let them know who you are? Because it's been a hot minute. And then I don't know. I just have that. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I have the feeling that there's something that you might like to share with people.
Absolutely. So I'm Nell from Nell's Next Chapter. It has been a while since I've been on your channel.
Yeah,
so
it has
there are new friends in the chat. I read predominantly thrillers and rom-coms, but I do technically read a little bit of everything. And I've recently been dipping my toe more and more into the romantasy realm.
Okay.
And a little bit of horror, a little bit of that this year. But I read like nonfiction. I read a little bit of everything. The thing that Margaret is referring to for me to share is that I am also the creator of the Mystic Readathon, and the announcement for that went live yesterday. So if you have not seen it, highly recommend hopping on over and checking that out during the sprint. And join us in September for a Vampire Diaries themed reading competition that has a bunch of... Oh, thanks! I didn't know the link was already here. Perfect.
Specifically put it in the video details so I could just pull it up and
nice. Perfect.
I know what I'm doing.
So yeah, it's funny because this year, surprisingly, there are a lot of people this year who have joined who have never seen the show. So that's really exciting for me, because it's like, okay, there are people who regardless of whether they've seen the show, they are interested. I feel like the first year there was a lot of hesitancy. They're like, I don't know if I'm gonna have fun because I've never seen the show and I don't know the plot and stuff. And it's like, you don't need to. There's enough chaos going on throughout the month that you don't need to know the show.
You don't even have to have finished the show. You could have gone through season 5 and been like, okay, I'm done.
Exactly.
Good 5 seasons. I can't deal with this anymore.
So yeah, it'll be lots of fun, chaotic things happening throughout the month. So I'm really looking forward to it.
I was watching and remembering how it works, and I was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Lots of
Very
scheming.
fun.
So it's not just reading. There's scheming, plotting.
Mhm.
There's non-reading activities. There's all kinds. There's watch-alongs. There's game night. There's a bunch of things that are going to be happening.
Nell truly puts on like a community event.
Yeah.
And it is very fun, even if I can't be friends with Jess for the month of September.
Yep, I split you and Jess up, and I also split Dee Dee and Keita up.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. You know, I when I was doing Fabelin, was it last year that I did Fabelin? Yeah, last year we did Fabelin. There were a couple of us like, I gotta split these people up. I know they want me to, but I gotta. And a lot of it had to do, honestly, a lot of it had to do with like, I need to know there's at least one person that can run things if I'm not there on each team.
Yep.
So I was like, I'm so sorry, guys. You can't be.
And the teams would be OP if you have like two people who are already best friends on the same team. It's like, okay, we got to break this up.
Pretty sure that if I had let Aoife, Brittany, and Jess be on the same team, they would have taken over the readathon.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
Yep.
So it's always fun to have those, just like pop those wild cards places. But yes, the announcement video is linked in the comments. It is linked down below in the description box. I know Nell can't recommend any team for you to join, but I happen to be one of the hosts for the Occultists, and I just think that should be the team that you join. You know, just please don't tell my mother.
Just putting it out there. No, I literally thought that. I was like, if I name this team the Occultists and my parents see this, is this going to be a conversation at dinner?
Oh Lord, no. My mother was having a conversation where we were talking about demon possession. She's like, yeah, that's why I don't like Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm just like,
oh no.
You realize in Dungeons and Dragons there don't have to be demons if you don't want there to be.
Right.
It's not inherently demonic, and also it's just a different anyways.
Yeah.
But hello Melanie. We have Melanie. What are you working on today?
I do not know. I was working on the prompt. I was writing the scripts for the prompt drops for September. Okay, that's what I was working on. But I had to pause that because I needed to like get dressed because I'm going out in like 2 hours. So I'm in the process of like trying to get ready. I need to go like wash my face and like do something to my face and finish putting on clothes because full disclosure, I'm not wearing pants right now. So I need to go finish getting dressed. So in the midst of that, I will probably be listening to an audiobook. The question is which one? Okay. Because I am listening to The Troop, but that's a buddy read, and I'm pretty sure we're pausing for today because the person that I'm buddy reading with is also the person that I'm about to go out with, so I don't think that they're going to be reading. I'm also listening to The Best Man, Unfinished Business, which I'm not loving, so I may DNF. And then if that happens, then I need to go to my like TBR and figure out what to pick next.
So I would say this would be the perfect chance to make the decision about whether or not you're going to DNF it, like listen to it. Why I'm doing it like it's a phone, I don't know. Listen to it, decide whether, and then you can come back with options and we can help you choose your next read.
Sounds good.
If you decide to DNF it. So that's just what I would suggest.
That works for me.
I am probably not going to be reading in these reading sprints because I am trying to edit a video so it can go up tomorrow. Nice. It was supposed to go up yesterday. Did not go up yesterday, but that's fine. It could, like, I was like, it's either going to go up yesterday or it's Friday or Sunday. It's one of the two, and we'll just see how my week goes. And I'm in the middle of like work stuff, so I'm like, I gave myself a little bit of wiggle room.
Yeah. If it makes you feel better, I have a video that was supposed to go up today. It was a tag, like collab video that was supposed to go up today that I haven't even filmed yet.
That's hard. Yeah, I was just like a day late filming it because of life and then like editing it also. So I was able to like buckle in last night and get the rough edit done, and I'm finishing the final edit. And then I also do need to go put makeup on and do my hair to do the thumbnail. Because when I was filming the video, like there's literally a clip in there that is probably going to stay in where I'm like, you know what? We're doing thumbnails tomorrow. So I do need to get a thumbnail for this video. And I'm going to try, because I have the books that are in the video, I'm going to try and get a thumbnail that has, I'd like one that has the video. So I don't know that I even have any, like, I have finished all of my books as of this week. So I may just watch YouTube. I may just watch some YouTube and get caught up on stuff.
I might also look on NetGalley to see if there's any ALCs that I can request, because I'm doing ARC August. So it's like I ran out of ARCs. If I DNF this book, then I have run out of ARCs to read.
Oh, that's a good. Oh wait, I'm in bad. I was gonna say, oh, I could look at my library and see what I can check out. I can't, because until I return these books that are going to be in the my library is not talking to me. Oh man, I was supposed to be up at a meeting for the flock cameras that are coming to our area, and I just woke up this morning. I was like, there's no way I'm getting out of this house in time for this meeting. Cool. I know people that are going to be there. They can bring me up to speed. So, anyways, speaking of my video, I am at 3 minutes and 55 seconds of what is currently a 43-minute and 49-second video. I think it's probably going to end up being somewhere around 35 minutes. It's a dual like update where I've been, what happened, and then what I read and what I'm going to read. So, nice. Let's go to the comments real quick. We got a row. It says the new X-Men. I did see that. The only one that I have seen is people talking about Storm. That's the only one I've seen. And then we obviously know who Jean Grey is going to be. I won't say who, because that's a spoiler for a thing. But we do know who Jean Grey is going to be. Which, if you know anything about the X-Men and the other project that she is involved in, that makes such perfect sense. Like, they were constantly doing crossovers. So, Tennille says, in this first sprint, I need to go to the grocery store to pick up some items. Very nice. Hoping they'll bring them to my car. And I will listen to The Land and Its People on the drive. Very nice. Very nice. Hillary is babysitting a friend's pug today and listening to In the Wake of the Ruined by Kaylee Cassidy. Kaylee or Callie? I can't decide. I feel like
Callie, maybe?
I feel like Callie would have 2 L's.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Ro was reading the new Riley Sager. It has a red cover.
I didn't even know Riley Sager had a new book.
Yep. We have a Michaela. Hello, Michaela. Welcome, welcome. I don't know if I want to mention this next person because, like, they're on an opposing team. I need to do some tidying up, and I plan on sitting down to read, just not sure what yet. Jess is here. She is on what team?
The Linguist.
The Linguist. I was like, it's something to do with language. Jess is on the Linguists team. I don't support joining that team. Jess is a really nice person. So, like, it's not that she's a bad host. It's that she's on the wrong team.
I like that I gave you guys like the quiz and like had you guys take the quiz and it decided for me so that I didn't have to like put people on teams. And it's funny like the results that people got because like each team has like a theme or like a character trait. Like if you think of like, I always think about things in like terms of like Pretty Little Liars because that was like the first show that I remember watching where like the girls had like very distinct like character traits. Like you had like the scholarly academic one, the sporty one, the like bougie glamorous one, the goth one. So like that's kind of how I think about stuff in that way. So like the Linguist team, they're like the nerdy ones. The Occultists, they're like the magic weird ones. The Shadow Hunters are the charismatic ones. And then the Tomb Wardens are like the compassionate, like emotional, empathetic ones.
I love it. You just described all different flavors of nerd.
And that's the thing. It's like these are character traits that like within most people, you have a little bit of all these things. But it's kind of like which one do you lean towards more?
Which personality you want? All I remember, and I don't even remember what I initially got, but I remember being like, hey, this is my result. I'm good with whatever team. And you're like, yep, there's one team. And it wasn't that team, but I was like, cool. I have a screenshot somewhere. That was a really, speaking of, if you guys haven't, even if you're not doing the readathon, it's fun to just take the test. I highly recommend going to the video and clicking on the test and just taking the test. Because Nell hit the head on the nail on the head. I was like, okay, have you been sitting in my house watching me? So
no, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Like it was so much fun putting that quiz together. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know you were talking about that. That was fun. Annette is here. Hello, just home from work and relaxing with Heart Racer by Megan Avery. Okay, that is so fun. I love it. Okay, so I think, what do you say we go into a sprint? And I know that you have to head out around 4:30. So I'm going to make it a little bit shorter sprint. And then that'll give us a little, like, you won't have to feel like you're rushing, and like you get a chance to say goodbye. And then if we have any new friends, we can remind, we can say, hey, don't forget, check out Mystic Readathon, and all of that good stuff. Hold on, let me see if this helps. No, because it's I don't understand how all of this is happening over here because the blinds are closed. Anyways, all right, let me go ahead. I'm going to put us here, and then we're going to share the screen. Maybe. There we go. Thank you. All right, we're going to share the screen, and we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. See y'all in 50. Welcome back, everybody. We made it to the end of the first sprint. Huzzah. Give me just a second. I'm going to set this up so that it will sprint correctly. After this, if you couldn't tell from the fact that my hair is done and I have makeup on now, I did stop and get my, I got the thumbnails pictures that I needed to get done. And promptly changed out of the shirt and bra that I was wearing. I was like, we're not even doing one chatty bit in this thing. No, thank you. I rushed to change that. I was like, I have 30 seconds. We're doing it. Oh, it's too hot for that right now in Florida. Just too hot. How did you do on your sprint?
I washed my face, did my eyebrows, and put on pants. And I did listen to more of this book. And now I'm like, maybe I won't DNF it. At this point, in the beginning, I was kind of like, I don't really know if I care. But now I do kind of care. But it is like a 16-hour audiobook. So I'm just like, that's a long time.
That is a long. Is this a romance or a thriller?
I think it's a romance. I don't really know. It could just be contemporary. I really don't know.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, that is long though, I feel, for like anything that's not like contemporary and literary fiction or like a thriller.
Yeah. It's definitely not a thriller for sure. I don't know if you've ever heard, there's a movie franchise called The Best Man. So that movie franchise is based off of books. So this is the most recent book in that series, but it's long.
Have you liked the series so far?
So I've not read any of the other books. I've just seen the movies. But then I got this as an arc and I was like, okay, I'll read this.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. So like it's more like a standalone type deal. Okay. That sounds like I forgot to ask this before we went into the sprint, but you said something about you're reading more horror now. What have you been reading?
I'm currently reading The Troop. And I feel like there was something else that I read earlier this year. I can't remember. Oh, I read what was that book called? It was about this girl who went to camp. And it turned out that the property that the camp was on was like her family property. So like she knew that going into it. And she wanted to go to the camp so that she could explore the property because she wanted to find out like what happened to her mother. Because her mother like disappeared or something. So
that sounds really good. I need you to send me the title of that book.
I gotta figure out what it was called.
Which one it was. Because that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Like I said, got thumbnails done, and then I did get to 4 minutes and 40 seconds out of a 43-minute and 43-second currently video. That's very satisfying. 43. I love it. How did everyone else do? I know we don't have a whole lot of time. Let's see. We had
Dead Girls Walking. That's what it's called.
Dead Girls Walking. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put that on my. That sounds really fun.
It was a fun like YA, like horror, like paranormal horror. And it was like actually paranormal. One of the things that I find is that this happens with like movies and TV shows too, but it'll start off like spooky and horror, and then you get to the end and it's a very like Scooby-Doo, like it's just a man in a mask type of thing. Yeah. So this was actually paranormal.
I like it when you set it up that way sometimes. What is it? Okay, so there's a book called Jackal, which is like kind of a horror
I've heard
thriller.
good things about that, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. The thing, I didn't quite like how we handled the paranormal aspects though. I would have liked a little bit more from that. And it's one of those things like you can do the man in the mask really well, but sometimes you can do it like really rushed. And then it just feels like, oh, well, now I've been cheated out of something.
Yeah.
One that does the paranormal aspects really well is The Shadow Sister by Lily Mead.
Okay.
It's about a girl who is like her sister goes missing. Everyone's looking for her for like a week and then they finally find her. But our main character's like, hey, something is wrong with this, like with her. I think like she didn't come back correct, but I also think that she is faking the fact that she didn't come back correct.
Interesting. Okay.
It's a really wild, it was such a good book. Lily did such a good job. It's her debut. She did such a good job with it.
Nice.
So we had a Bree join us. Hi, Bree. How are you? And also, Glinda's here. I've been busy at the farmer's market today.
Nice.
I think ours might be, because ours takes a break from like May. Oh, well, no, it's August. ours takes a break usually from like May to August because it's just too hot and they don't have anything. But I do miss our farmers market somewhat. All right, we'll deal with that in a minute. Tennille says, I did the grocery pickup and there were a few hiccups. I also took out the garbage and the recycling. Very nice. And listened to some of The Land and Its People While Driving. It's humorous essays by David Sedaris. That's exciting. Okay, we got reading done. We got people joining us. That's fantastic. I am going to send us into our next sprint. But now, before we go, I just want to remind everyone that Nell announced a readathon yesterday and that you guys should all go check it out. It is linked down below in the description box. Is there anything else that you haven't said already that you want us to know about the Mystic Readathon before we head out?
I don't think so. I think I said everything earlier. So if you weren't here early, just rewind.
Okay, let me ask you this. Because I find that when I'm doing stuff, there's always like one thing that's like freshly challenging. Are you able, like, without spoiling too much, what was one thing from this year that you found like challenging in a way that you hadn't thought about it before?
I think it was trying to map out the plot of season 4 to a readathon. That was a little bit of a challenge because season 4 has a lot of things going on. I feel like season 3 was a little more straightforward with like the originals and the coffins, but season 4 there's a lot going on because you're introduced to a bunch of new characters that weren't in the show before. You're introduced to like a whole new magic, a whole new style of magic, which is expression magic, which we didn't know anything about before. There's like mythology, like you get introduced to the very first immortal being, so there's a lot of lore with that. Elena gets turned into a vampire, so that's new. Like there's a lot of things. Jeremy becomes a hunter. Like there's just so many things. There's so many moving parts in this season. So figuring out how to put all this into a readathon that makes sense, that was a challenge.
Speaking of Jeremy, is this the season that
he rips his shirt off and gets buff? Yes.
No, I was thinking, because I know there is I know what it's either this season or next season with Elena and the Switch.
Oh,
is this the season of that?
Yeah.
That oh man, that was such. As someone who has a younger brother, that was a rough scene, man.
And that Switch is what inspired the entire Shadowstalkers team.
Okay, nice. That's fun. Yeah, it is really hard when you're like, I at least with Fabelin have the fact that like, yeah, it's Dungeons and Dragons inspired, but it's inspired on a world I created myself. So I don't have to worry about fitting it to a specific plot.
Right.
Which can be challenging in and of itself because you have to come up with your own plot. I've stolen from our campaign before to be like, hey, this is what we're doing. But like I feel like it would be harder. It is especially as like I write fan fiction. So I know that like a lot of the time it can be harder actually to work on something that's already set and you're trying to build something within. So like that is a very like I could imagine that being very challenging.
Yeah. It was fun, but it wasn't as easy. It didn't come to me as easily this year as it did last year.
Yeah. And that also because you have that pressure, right? So like, okay, I've got to make it as good, if not better.
Yep.
Like I can't have people walking away disappointed.
Yep.
Which someone's always going to be disappointed because you didn't do it the way that they think. I haven't seen that in the Discord yet, but you know there's going to be somebody who's like, this way.
Yeah.
Because you didn't make the readathon. So excuse me, I should probably pop in there and say hello to our new occultists.
Yes, definitely.
All right, maybe I'll do that in this next sprint, but thank you for joining me. I will have Nell linked down below. Hold on. And that'll be the first thing I do when we go into this sprint. But the important thing is Nell's video about the Mystic Readathon is linked down below. And if you click on the video, you will also find Nell. So with that said, let us go back. We're going to do, actually, let me reset this so it's the full reset current segment. We're going to do an hour-long sprint. Hopefully, I will get quite a bit of editing done in this hour-long sprint. Nell, you have fun with your afternoon and your friend. And I will see everyone else in an hour. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hello and welcome back, my friends. How did we do on that sprint? I have come back. I have actually been just carrying this post-it note with me, like this stack of post-it notes, because if it's right next to me and it's bright pink, I remember to write down my numbers so that I can actually tell you guys some stuff. How did y'all do first off? Let me remove this though. How did y'all do first off? Let me know in the comments. Let us, you know, let's check in with everybody. My check-in is that I have gotten 10 minutes and 34 seconds into this video. And so far, I have cut it down to 41 minutes and 57 seconds. And because of what I'm doing here, because I'm trying to do like, I'm basically trying to do like a catch-up video and just kind of clear my slate so that I don't have to worry about like doing recent reads and doing a separate TBR and doing like all of my quarterly stuff. So this is going to be like a catch-up video where I'll talk about like where I've been. Although you guys, if you've been doing sprints, you kind of have a better idea of what's going on there. You can probably skip that part because you've heard me talk about it a little bit. Where I've been, what I did read over the months of May, June, and July. Like the plan had been for May and June wrap up to be together, like put it together. And then I hadn't planned on like not doing that video. And I was like, oh well, at this point we might as well just do July because I've only read 2 books in July. And then I'm gonna do my like quarterly check-in and my moving forward my quarter 3 TBR that's gonna be August and September. So anyways, at this point, am I doing anything with it? I don't know. We got some hellos in there. Tennille says, I put away my groceries and had supper in that sprint. Very nice. I had a little bit of a snack just because I wanted to have something before. I'm going to go for a run later this evening. I'm going to wonder where that is. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to go for a run later this evening, which I should probably take my makeup off. But so I wanted something light so that I have a little bit of energy for that, but nothing too heavy because if I do too heavy, then it's not fun for me. My body doesn't like to eat within a certain period. Like if I work out or if I do like cardio too close to when I have eaten, my gut is like, no, thank you. Let's see. Tennille says maybe Northanger Abbey next. That's a good book. I like that book. That's one. It's very funny because you can kind of feel like Jane Austen really is very cheeky in that one, and I love it. I like, especially if you know anything about the literature of that time, like she's poking fun at some of like her contemporaries just a little bit, and that was really fun. Like I enjoy when authors are kind of like that. So I enjoy them like being aware of like what's going on around them, and aware of like what they're publishing in, and then to some extent like aware of their own, because this is, I think, Northanger Abbey is the first one she wrote. But aware of like their own kind of place in the literary canon because she pokes a little bit of fun at herself too. So anyways, anyone else have an update? I'm gonna just, let's get rid of that. I don't need that. Oh yeah, the breaking of the fourth wall. Yeah, Jane does that in the in that book. If you like that and you're wanting something that has a little bit of a romance, to me, because I mean, like the romance is there, and it's like we're with the love interest for most of the series, but like it's not focused on the romance. Miss Percy's might be a good series for you because it's a much more like the cozy fantasy vibe, but it's like literally Jane Austen meets dragons. And it feels very much, I think, in the style of Northanger Abbey, except with an older protagonist. Yes, I love this series so much. And it's very like the romance I feel is like both subtle and not, like it's very much like an Austen-esque romance. And I enjoy it. It's fun. I'm on the 3rd book and I need to finish it. I will at some point soon. We'll see. At some point, I actually need to finish it. I actually do need to finish it soon. Oh yeah. I'm remembering some things. Hey Ben, how are you? Una más. Because it's 5:30, so I'll probably do another hour. probably do another hour sprint, and then we'll do, I have to see if Neva's sprinting. Ooh, she may not be, because it's funny the things that you remember when you, because there was some stuff going on. I'll check in with her. Yeah, I'm gonna text her because there's some stuff going on her end, like with her power going out. So I don't know if I can, if she can do sprints. So I'm gonna check with her, and then we'll see if not her, I will see if I can find someone who's doing sprints. And Glinda, I know you're here somewhere. Glinda, if you know of somebody that's doing sprints, can you let me know? I will go link them. Let's see. Last one I was writing will continue. Yes, very nice. That's perfect. I have one more scene I need to write before I can start shipping off the first act to my alpha readers. Very nice. Okay, Neva has a link up. Okay. I'll double check. I think, like, I would expect her to have power back on as of right there. Now they give it to me. Now we give me the link. I will double check with her. I would expect her to have her power back at this point, but I don't know, you know? You never know, especially because, like, I know how quickly we would have power back up here if it had gone down kind of in the way, but also, I'm in Florida. And, like, the way that our power goes down, we literally have infrastructure ready to go for that. So, like I said, shipping us into Mahar Copy. Oh, wow. Nice. Not bad, not bad. All right. I'm going to pull up the timer again. Let's pop that up. And we will go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Welcome back, everyone. Give me just a second. I did confirm with Neva that yes, there are sprints happening. So if you guys need somewhere to go and be productive, that is the link. How? Good Lord, look at this. It's just like, and there's nothing I can do about that. Anyways, how did everyone do on those sprints? Lord, I am screwing up. I'm fighting with my white balance so hard. I apologize, guys. Hopefully, here in the next couple of months, I will be. It'll probably be sometime next year. Hopefully, I'll be rearranging something, or rearranging my room so that I can be using that light when I'm sprinting instead of fighting against it. You know. That's not what I wanted. No, I wrote it down. It's not on my phone. I'm like, let's see what I read. I didn't read anything. You guys already knew that. So I managed to get through exactly 6 minutes. So I got from 10:34 to 16:34 over the course of that hour. And then I also was able to cut it from 41 minutes and 57 seconds to 39 minutes and 22 seconds. So we are slowly cutting this down. We're slowly getting through it. I am at about what is probably going to end up being the halfway point right now. So hopefully that is the plan. I would love to get it like under 30 minutes. I don't think that's happening though. I just don't think that that is something that I am going to be able to do. Hold on. Give me a second. I just realized I need to also fix this in the redirect. Let me do that. Customization. Redirect. Nope. Videos from other channels. To very random people. Okay. It's always interesting to see like who comes up, and I'm like, I don't even talk with these people. Why would you think I would be the right person? Okay, there we go. Anyways, and I can pause the timer because we are done for the afternoon. That was our last sprint. Hello, Sadia. How are you? Did we get anything done during that sprint? Got some hellos. Hey, Jamie. Welcome, welcome. How are you today? Tennille says, I texted each of my parents and read 3 chapters of Northanger Abbey. Very nice. I did not talk with either of my parents during that sprint. One of them is downstairs. One of them, I have no idea where she is. She keeps telling me who she thinks I should vote for, and I'm just like, please stop. Please stop. That's not happening. I don't care if our neighbor thinks they're a good person. It's not happening. So, anyways, it's fun here in hell. Let's see. Was there anything else that I wanted to update you guys on? I don't think so. For those of you that are not in the Discord, I'll be posting this again. I'll be posting this on like Monday for everybody, like once I get the graphic taken care of. But we do have another Unplugged weekend coming up, and that's going to be next weekend, starting on the 21st at noon and going until the 23rd at noon. So it'll be like a 48-hour thing that we are doing. I'll have sprints each of those days. I'm still figuring out where each of those, well, I mean, there's only so much room for like Friday and Saturday, but like I'm figuring that out. Jamie says, I finished my audiobook, The Crazed by Ha Jin, 4.75 stars. Good literary fiction about China during the years of the Tiananmen, I know how to say this, Tiananmen Square massacre. Yes, Tiananmen Square is like, why, like, it's so in our like consciousness, people know about it, but they don't actually like know what happens. Because I remember when I actually looked into it, I was like, oh, this is very different than what I thought was happening here. This was not what I was expecting. So it's always a good like historical thing to do. The other thing that I will plug, and it's not scheduled yet. I was trying to get it done so that it could be scheduled, but I do have a video that will be going up tomorrow. And like we've already mentioned a couple of times, there's actually a couple things to plug. I have a video that will be going up tomorrow. It will be scheduled for about, the goal is to schedule it for 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Also, it is my wrap up, my like July through, nope, May, June, July wrap up, and then my quarter 2 check in and my quarter 3 what I'm doing for quarter 3. Ooh, okay. Ben says I copied and pasted the first act in December Google Doc for my alpha readers, and now all I need to do is check the page breaks and punctuation. Very nice. Oh God, the fucking page breaks will get you every time. And then the other thing, going back to what we're plugging, the other thing that we are plugging, and let me see, I think it's up here somewhere. It's up at the very, very beginning, right? There we go. The other thing is, if you haven't watched Nell's announcement for Mystic Readathon, it's at this link. It's linked down below in the description as well. Feel free to hit the link, hit notify, put it on your watch later, whatever. Highly encourage you to join the occultists, because why did I say that word? The occultists, because we're the purple team. That wasn't intentional. I got like, as we discussed earlier, I just got slated on a team because I was one of the last people to like say, hey, here's what, and so I got slated on to the occultists. I didn't know it was going to be purple. No idea. Had none. So I think we can I can thank Paco for that. But good fucking God. Okay, somebody remind me not to sprint this day. This sucks. This is my normal sprinting time, and it's also the time that there is the most coming through this window. And it is so dark in here. Like that, the amount of brightness that you can see does not exist IRL. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later when we will talk about more wording your techniques. Bye!